What's going on, world? It's your homie SenseiRip, and I'm back again with another video. Today we got DJ Akademiks on the Breakfast Club addressing some of the backlash he's been receiving over his hip-hop pioneers Dusty comment, and also addressing LL's response as well. So y'all know how we do. Let's check out this snippet from this full interview, and I will catch you afterwards with my commentary. Alright, so make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment sections below, and yeah, let's get right to it.
Reciprocated, but also I look at it for other people coming in the game. You know what I mean? Again, going back to some of the things that people are mad at me about, granted, the broken Dusty thing is triggering. You know what I mean? It seems very, and actually it is very disrespectful, right?
So you're saying with that.
So you admit it was disrespectful?
I mean, if I call a nigga broken Dusty, like, it's not, there's no way to say, oh, this is great.
Yeah, that wasn't
right?
That wasn't
but,
the right thing.
Okay.
But I wasn't talking about everybody.
You said it was a 4-hour conversation basically saying you feel that a lot of these older artists, and I'll even take it outside of older artists, older DJs, should look out for the people coming up so they don't do the same thing that they did, the pitfalls that they did.
You got to pass the ball. And also, like, you know, when we think about even our Legends of Pioneer, because LL responded, and I want to salute to LL. I think, you know, everything he said was right. So let me put that out on the table. I agree 100% with everything he said. However, 80% of what he said wasn't focused on what I was saying, because he got off center. He said, "Well, you're equating money to contribution and like respect and all that." That's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying at all. You know what I mean? I'm never like questioning the contribution or, you know, not appreciating the contribution of anyone who came before me. And I'm never saying that money is the only thing that validates that contribution. I was more so, and again, you know, the way I use my platform, I try to be very transparent. That's what gets me in trouble too. I'm mad transparent. Like, I let people know what's really going on behind these industry doors. It's the best that I know, the best everything I hear and see. So I could educate somebody else, because I was that super fan. I was sitting at home listening to the Breakfast Club every fucking morning wondering, is that real? Is this, like, what's the real shit going on? So, like, once I got fortunate enough to kind of, like, peek through the window and then I saw through the crack of the door, like, I'm trying to pass that knowledge along. I don't see that a lot in hip-hop. I don't think people be passing that knowledge along.
I thought you asked a valid question. And the valid question is, you know, if you invented hip-hop, if you're one of the founders of hip-hop, why are you not financially well off? Now, we know LL answered that, and he gave some great reasons. So the next thing to me is, how do we make sure that these founding fathers are taken care of financially?
I agree. I mean, listen, and it's interesting. You know, I listened to your response to it, and you're right. I think anytime I bring up any valid points in hip hop, granted, I'm gonna keep saying it. If you only go for that clip, you're just gonna take offense to it, and I understand that. But usually people just attack me. Like, people don't want to talk about these real conversations.
Get a punching bag.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about, okay, all right, cool. Y'all had y'all whole week. Everybody responded to me. Y'all cracked y'all jokes back. I got it. Cool. I'm taking it. But let's further the conversation now. Are we down to talk about the actual conversation? Are we down to talk about, you know, helping out some of these guys who are some of the founding fathers? You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't take the guy you hate or the guy who's irrelevant or the guy you didn't know to actually bring up the conversation about, well, a lot of the pioneers, well, some of their business weren't in order. Shoot, financially, they should be doing way well off compared to, like, what's actually going on for some. I'm not saying all, right? And I don't know if people want to have those conversations.
Well, let's talk about it, y'all. That was Akademiks on the Breakfast Club earlier today, addressing some of the backlash he's been receiving over his hip-hop pioneers Dusty comments, as well as responding to LL Cool J's reaction and the many other, you know, OG rappers in the game. If you want to see the whole interview and hear exactly what Akademiks had to say, make sure to hit the link in the description. I just wanted to grab a part in which, you know, Akademiks can give his reasoning as to why he felt the need to say what he said. Now, I do believe him choosing to be on the Breakfast Club was very selective, right? Because he wanted to choose a platform in which he felt like, you know, wouldn't set him up to be attacked, right? And at the same time, you know, he has a relationship with Charlemagne. So, of course, Charlemagne is not going to go in on Ak, right? He's going to try to find reasoning on both ends. And for that, I understand. Best believe I get it, you know? But I think it would have been better if Akademiks would have been on a podcast with LL or one of the OGs of the rap game, right? Even if, you know, you got to go over there with Rock the Bells. You know what I'm saying? With LL, have LL come on Off the Record podcast. I think people would have preferred that better because we get it. Certain people like Akademiks, some people don't. But in regards to the reason as to why he said what he said, I'd rather him just be honest and say, look, I be wilding on my Twitch stream sometimes, right? Because even in this, he tries to clean it up a little bit as if there was, a purpose behind what he said versus just being honest and saying, look, sometimes I'll be gone off that yak, I'll be sipping on that Henny, and sometimes, I get a little carried away. My intent was not to call anyone broke and dusty because you can't be in this industry this long, Akademiks, and not understand how the industry works. The OGs in the rap game ain't the only ones getting effed out their money. Some of these newer artists as well. So, that's why I said, last week when this thing went viral, I definitely think it's a healthy dialogue, but at this point, Akademiks just has to stand on what he believes in. I get it. He's trying to, walk it back a little bit, even though if you watch some of his previous streams in response to LL, Russell, and many others, he doubling down. At least the energy he gives. So the delivery sometimes may come off as disrespect. A lot of people in the comment section are ready to cancel Act. And at that point, I'm just like, he's a personality. He's doing his job. His following, they tune in for this. They want that real Act. They don't want that, that PC complex Act. No, they want Act on that Twitch stream. That's his following. That's his demographic. And that's why I said, that specific clip, of course, the way it went viral, like no one went back to watch the whole Twitch. So I can understand taking things out of context. But in the same breath, the way you delivered that message, there's no justification for it. You intended to disrespect the OGs when you call them broke and dusty. But one thing Ak has to understand, man, you won't stay young forever. And I'm sure he'll realize that in due time. All right? But like I said, I hope that him and LL or one of the OGs have a conversation because him sitting on the Breakfast Club, they're going to really take it easy on him a little bit. That's their homie. You know what I mean? Let him sit in front of somebody that can really give him that proper, perspective on, how the game used to be versus how it is today. All right? But y'all let me know your thoughts on Ak's response in the Breakfast Club interview. Let me know, did you agree with what he said or did you think he was trying to, walk it back a little bit? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But my name is SenseiRip. Until next time, peace.